everyone, I'm Ingrid and welcome to today's video. I have been tagged to do my perfect imperfections. That's why I am fresh-faced today. I have just woken up, so I probably look a little bit sleepy and small-eyed, but I thought that was the best way to talk to you about what things I consider are things that I like about myself and what things I consider I don't like so much about myself. In this tag, we're supposed to say 3 things that we don't like about ourselves and 3 things that we actually quite like about ourselves. I'm talking about physically, obviously. And the most important thing to remember is that nobody is perfect. There are always things that we don't like about ourselves or things that we think that could be better or that we could improve. I think the most important thing is to try and learn to live with the way that we are, because this is the way that we are, and to try and see the better side of all of what we consider our imperfections. A lot of the times, things that we think that are not nice are actually things that other people think are really beautiful. You have to remember that beauty is so subjective, so something that I may like another person may not like, and vice versa. So actually I do have to say that there are things that I have not liked about myself all my life, but I have sort of learned to see the good side about everything, and I'm actually very positive about my physical appearance. There aren't too many things that I would say, oh my god, I can't stand this about myself. No, because I have learned to see the positive side of it. Nevertheless, there are always things that make me insecure, like everybody, and I thought it would be interesting for me to share with you 3 things that I don't like so much and 3 things that I actually do like about myself. And like that you can actually learn a little bit more about me, and you can feel a little bit better about your insecurities, because everybody has them, okay? So I'm going to start with the 3 things that I don't like much about myself, and the first one I'm going to talk about has always been my biggest insecurity. It's the thing that I like the least about myself, and it's actually my boobs. I have very, very small boobs. They're almost non-existent in my opinion, and it's something that has always really made me feel a little bit insecure. And I have never wanted very large breasts, but I have sort of wanted to have like a normal amount, because they're just very, very small. But I have learnt to live with this, because if you think about it, if you've got smaller breasts, they will never sag, they will never look older. I don't have to worry about any of those things, and actually it makes me look thinner overall. So if I had much larger boobs, I would look probably a lot plumper. So I have sort of learned to live with this, but yeah, I mean, it is one of my insecurities. I do wish I had a little bit more. Now, the second thing I don't like too much about myself is quite funny, because it's something that I have always thought that was not nice on me, but actually people really like. So maybe it's just all in my head, and it's my legs. I have always been a very athletic person. I've always done a lot of exercise. I used to ride 2 hours every day, ride a horse, and I've always done a lot of cycling, swimming, running, all sorts of exercise. So my legs are quite chunky. I have always thought that I've got slightly chicken legs, in my opinion. Very, very strong and very, very wide. I don't have stick-thin legs. And it's something that I've always thought about my legs. But recently, I don't know, maybe it's because I've started to learn how to dress a bit better for my figure, or I don't know what it is, that I don't mind too much, and they're actually shapely, so at least I've got shapely legs, but yeah, they are a little chunky. I don't have thin legs, no. Chunky legs. The last thing I like the least about myself are actually my teeth, and some of you are probably thinking, why? I mean, they seem more or less okay, and I guess they are more or less okay, but I've always felt they could be a little whiter than they are. And also, my teeth are not really very good, so I tend to have a lot of problems with my teeth, and I have to go to the dentist very regularly. I had braces when I was a teenager, so that probably also contributes to my feelings towards my teeth, and I don't think they are the whitest around, so I don't know, sometimes I feel that maybe they're not as white as they could be, especially when I'm sitting here in front of you guys, and other people who do videos on YouTube have the whitest teeth you can imagine. But I don't really worry too much about that, because at the end of the day, you know, as long as they look more or less okay and they're more or less straight, that's basically the most important thing. And really the most important thing is that my mouth is healthy and I don't really have any any problems, and that's basically the most important thing, more than whether they are white or not white. So it's a little bit vain of me, probably. So I've told you the 3 things I don't really like about myself, and I'm going to tell you 3 things that I think are actually quite nice on me. And the first thing is my bum. Yes, I know it's a bit strange, but I have quite a perky bottom, and it's quite nice and shapely, and it looks quite nice when I'm wearing jeans and when I'm wearing dresses and skirts and all that. So I am quite shapely, and I think that that's quite a nice shape for me. And I've got a very narrow waist, so it actually looks quite okay. So I think that's a nice feature of my body. The second thing I quite like about myself is actually sort of my face. Well, it's more related to my nose. I think I've got quite a cute looking sort of button nose. I look very sort of cute and dainty. I don't look old at all. I don't look sophisticated. I think I look very sort of cute. And it's actually something I like quite a lot. Some people would probably think that I like my eyes because I've got green eyes, but I don't consider they are the main feature of my face. I don't think they're very large, or maybe it's just my impression. But yeah, I think I've got quite a cute sort of nose and face, so I quite like that. And the last thing that I sort of like about myself is my hair. I don't like it every day because sometimes it's a real pain, and when I was a teenager I hated my hair. So this is what I mean, that you have to learn to live with what you've got. And when I was a teenager I hated it. I didn't know what to do with it. It was very big, it was very poofy, it was very frizzled. I hated it, and now I like the fact that I can wear it curly like this, I can wear it straight, I can do lots of different things with it, and I've got quite a nice natural wave to it, so I like that quite a bit. But as I have said, the most important thing is to live with what you've got and to really own it. If you wear something with pride, if you really think, okay, this is the way I look gorgeous, and you walk down the street really thinking that you're the most amazing person in the world, people will see you that way. It's all a question of perception. And, just don't think that you are full of defects, because you're not. We're all imperfect in different ways, and at the same time we're all really, really perfect. So that's why I thought it was a great idea to do this tag. And any of you guys who want to do this tag, please go ahead and tell me that you've done it, because I would really like to see it. I will also be tagging a few people. I'll write them down below in the description box. And any of you who have a blog or YouTube channel, if you want to do this video, go ahead and do it too, because I think it's really nice for everyone to see that we all have things that we don't like about ourselves, and we all have things that we do like about ourselves. And it's, we're all beautiful, okay? We're all beautiful, all of us. So anyway, thank you ever so much for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye.